Hey everybody, now welcome to part 4 where I can explain more in detail and I have more time. Um, if you've seen the shorter clips, that's just breaking it down, for entertainment purposes, you know what I'm saying? So I can really explain, in detail what's going on. So buckle up. Yeah. So the thing about this going on is, I want to talk about what's really going on about, I guess Iran and the so-called war, and the documents is about to release on Monday by Trump with this UPA files, or UFO files, whatever you want to call it. Instead of the E files, there's a lot of things that's going on. I'm trying to make this more entertaining and not boring at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Now I know you see it in front of you, like the pictures, this is my previous video, but in certain entertainments, you know what I'm saying, they play a hidden code and patterns. It's all connected together. Once again, you gotta follow the numbers and the patterns and the code. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm gonna get to CERN, but I just wanna make sure y'all understand that you had to double check everything out here. The information, people, everybody. You gotta check your information. People out here is getting paid to give you false information. So I would say this is an information war, okay? So, try your best to pay attention. Not everything is real and not everything is fake. You have to use discernment. You have to study yourself, approve, and then do the research behind other people. Even me too, okay? So, I already told y'all about this code 9, whatever, go back to my previous video. Really, I want to talk about CERN. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people not talking about CERN. A lot of people don't know what CERN is. If you bring up CERN, people will look at you like you're crazy, okay? But CERN started the World Wide Web, okay? Now, that's the World Wide Web is something that we always on, called the internet. You know what I'm saying? Now, at the same time, you see the 89 code and patterns, you know what I'm saying, is a signature. Now, what they do is break down colliders. They break down atoms, okay? This is where they at, all right? Now, located at Switzerland, science reserve, this is what this machine look like, all right? It's got a bunch of panels. A different, thing about that is they play it in almost everything. That's why, you do in patterns and CERN, or like hexagon patterns and stuff like that. Now, these are different pictures of what the machine look like, but they never show you how to activate it and what it look like when it turn on. Now, as you see here, try to recreate the pattern, of it. You know what I'm saying? And compare it to the constellation like this to the stars. You get what I'm saying? Everything tied in together. Now, this might take a little bit to explain. This is like a lot of mathematics, and I don't think people got the patience to deal with the mathematics. You know what I'm saying? Because, once again, then we can take forever on that. Best thing I could do is explain about dimensions. So instead of going with the math, we're gonna explain a little bit of math. We're just gonna go by, how you say, conspiracies. Yes, y'all like conspiracies. I'm gonna say conspiracy because that's the only way my video can get put up. So I'm gonna say conspiracies. All right. So if you see how many 6 that you see on this logo, okay, and you see Disney. Well, of course it's backwards, but it's Walt Disney. Okay, you see the 6 that you see now. Put it together with Square Enix's next video game, Final Fantasy VII, right? Combining with 6 with Walt Disney, right? And also with CERN, you have 13, which you have 13 letters in Kingdom Hearts. Now, what Kingdom Hearts? Okay, this is Kingdom Hearts. All right? There's a lot of hidden messages with this video games. Like I said, it's not just movies, it's also video games and TV shows. Okay? Now, y'all know how you say, the Illuminati, the Illuminatis or the Illuminator ones. I can't really say their names, get the hint. But as you see, black and white checkerboards. You get what I'm saying? Keys, a bunch of keys. You get what I'm saying? And what is the key? Well, he got the key blade. You know what I'm saying? And as you see, the crown is also a W, and it's 3W. You know what I'm saying? If you count the points, W W W. Now here we go here. As you see the keyblade, www dot dot dot. Okay, and at the same time, that keyblade is reference to keyboard. Okay, where's the keyboard? Where did they get the keyboard? Let me think about it. Split it in half. What's the key? A key to open doors, open your room door, open your car door. Then you got the Ouija board. Okay, what is on the Ouija board? Letters and numbers and symbols. Okay, and this device is operate like a mouse. Okay, you combine the Ouija board and the key, you get keyboard. Okay, what's on the keyboard? Letters and numbers and symbols. What are you pushing? Keys. Keys to open what? Portals, doors, websites. You get what I'm saying? That's why they put it in Spider-Man, Miles Morales. Okay? Portal machine. That's why they showed the portal machine. Spider-Man head been dipped into, like, I guess in the portal. And as you see here, the little key to the second dimension, which the diagram that I made earlier. Well, not earlier, but before, with the second dimension and the third dimension. I explained in the previous video, if you go back and watch it, but how mirror reflect reality, and the opposite of mirror is black mirror, which is showing the opposite of your physical reality, which is inside of the second dimension. Okay, where light and darkness is inside of you. All right. Also, this is the picture of the Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance keyhole. As you see, is a hexagon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hexagon shape. Okay, and all the things around it is like a panel, like CERN, like earlier. Okay, and the keyhole to unlock. And as you noticed in my previous video, hexagons. You get what I'm saying? If you see, you know what I'm saying, the body shape, portal, hexagon. You have 7 chakras as your body line, as your energy signature, as represents as portal. That's why they showed in Dragon Ball Z, 7 Dragon Balls, and also 7 Chaos Emeralds. That's why in the hexagon, you have 7. If you put the hole in the middle and then make a Y, it forms a cube. You get what I'm saying? Same way, if you put a Y in the middle, it's form a cube. You can see it in the cube. It's a box. So yeah, I mean, I can get more deeper down to it, but I'll just show y'all a little. So what I'm really trying to say, that your thoughts turn into data. If you're using computer, phones, and technology, your thoughts turn into data, and your data become an algorithm. Okay, this is like magic turning into technology. So I'm gonna stop this video. It went long enough. I hope y'all stayed to the end. If you didn't understand certain parts, go back or look at my previous video. Until then, I hope you have a safe one and try not to get too distracted out there. I know it's not easy, especially with Lego or RAM videos and all that stuff. Trust me. I mean, I'm seeing through the illusion, and I want to help y'all see past this illusion. It's just, it's crazy I had to make type of videos like this because, a lot of people just go past certain information, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, if I had to explain this by like video games and stuff like that, then I will. But other than that, y'all have a good one.